Hello and welcome back to Foods Entertainment for my review of 1974's The Man with the Golden Gun, which is part of the James Bond collection and Blu-ray. We're talking about the plot of the movie, the real's opinion of the film, my opinion of the film, and talk about the quality of the release. And also, we'll be giving the film a ranking. All right. Cool government operative James Bond searches for a stolen invention that can turn the sun's heat into a destructive weapon. He soon crosses paths with the menacing Francisco Scaramanga, Christopher Lee, a hitman so skilled he has a 7-figure working fee. Bond then joins forces with the swimsuit-clad Mary Goodnight, and together they track Scaramanga to a tropical island hideout where the killer for hire lures the slick spy into a deadly maze for a final duel. Yeah, that works. Pretty much covers everything on the film. Alright. The Man with the Golden Gun. The real's opinion of this film. A lot of people in the Bond community, as well as film goers, who do like the James Bond films, they really do not have much of anything really nice to say about this film. They call this one mediocre at best, and when it comes to that maze and that duel match between Bond and Scaramanga, people really have a hard time with that and ran on it. Notoriously, completely ran on that whole concept. I, for one, think that The Man with the Golden Gun is one of the better Roger Moore James Bond movies. I really like the back and forth between 007 and Scaramanga. In my opinion, Scaramanga is probably one of the top best 5 villains in the entire James Bond franchise. One of them. Or at least in the top 10. I feel that he's like literally an equal to James Bond throughout the entire film. And I really do enjoy that. I also really do like the overall look of the film. I like the flow. This is definitely Roger Moore doing more Fleming Bond. There's certain things that you would expect out of a Fleming novel put into this film. Bond using some detective skills, master of disguise skills. There's very little gadgets in this film. I mean, Bond really, his only gadget really is his gun. There's some impractical ones in here, like one is very, how did Bond put it? Tintinizing. But overall, this is just a really good, solid James Bond entry, in my opinion. Now let's talk about the kind of like quality of the Blu-ray disc. This one is pretty good looking. I say it's just as good looking as all the other ones. The only one that really stands out at this point in time to me is on Emergency Secret Service. The only one that really looks different with all these films so far, due to the fact that it was filmed a different way, with that vibrant, techno color cameras and whatever. All the other James Bond films, except for that one up to this point, have not been. They've been kind of traditionally filmed with film cameras, or 5mm cameras. So definitely a pretty good, solid 4K restoration on this movie. If you set your 4K setup correctly, you should get something very similar to what it would be like if it actually was in Dolby Vision Plus HDR10, like I have been saying with all these features. The audio is actually pretty good. Very good, solid 5.1 surround sound presentation. Now keep in mind that, like all the previous James Bond films up to this point, This film was not originally in Dolby Stereo or Stereo Surround. This was in mono, just like all the films previous. So don't expect like a really awesome, modern sound presentation is that the film was designed to be in surround sound, because it wasn't. But it's a very, very good remix, in my opinion. Now, the ranking of the movie. Well, I have to get this one a good solid, I say 3 stars. Much for some of the same reasons as all the other ones I give them 3 stars to. But this one, I feel that the film is a little bit quick. It could have been even better. They kind of put more Bond story in there instead of just being to the point. But at the same time, that's what makes this film so good, is the fact that it's short and sweet and it is to the point. But there is something about this film, I can't quite place it, but it's something about this film that just makes it not worthy of a perfect score for me. But it's definitely a great movie by all measures. So that's why it gets 3 stars. And I'll see you guys next time for my next review.